The power of the dark. Side, 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 side.
Hi everyone, I'm Marco and this is Internet Games. Today we're joined by Ranger from Reality Screwed Gamers.
Yeah, as I was trying to introduce myself, and I'm like, oh.
Well, how I say?
Glad to be here.
Yeah, that was all.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
That was all. Glad to be here.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said welcome. You want to do this? You want to do the intro again? Let's record it again, because.
Let's not delete it. The fun stuff need to say.
Okay. I was like, what did you say? Okay. Remember, this old man's got bad ears there, dang nabbit. I can't hear everything he's saying.
Well, everyone knows who you are, so
I know they do. Yes.
Let's not trouble about that. But today we're going
yes.
to do a faction spotlight about the Separatists. They're a very beloved faction right now, mostly with, of course, General Grievous and his rework. A lot of people got him to Gear 13. Did you do that yet?
Yes, I do have my General Grievous at Gear 13.
Did he help out a lot?
Yes, he did. So this today, as we're recording this, I had my GAC, was in the finals, and my Grievous on defense had 4 defenses. It took 4 teams to take him out. Gear 13.
Oh god, that reminds me. I saw a Reddit post with a General Grievous defense who got 90 attacks on him.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You have to have certain teams to take out General Grievous. If you don't, then he's damn near impossible to kill. But especially when you get into Gear 13, he hits.
He is really good. And in my opinion, General Grievous isn't someone who is hard to gear up to.
No, it's not a bad gear at all. I mean, anything for you go from Gear 12 to 13, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But anything up to that point, it's not that bad. He's not one of the. If you think of like Separatists that are a pain in the ass to get gear up, Magna Guard with those ridiculous amount of Carbantes he has to do is way worse than Grievous.
Yeah, and I can say a difference between Gear 11 and Gear 12 with Grievous' power, there is a big difference.
Yes.
I can defeat the Gear 11 General Grievous really easily, but then we get Gear 12. Those are a lot harder for me. I need RNG to defeat an Separatist droid team with Trey Elite.
Yeah.
The fun thing about that, B1 destroys himself in that with Trey Elite.
Yes. B1's in
the other bad thing, if that happens, your game might freeze.
I hope not.
Have you heard about the bug yet that the game freezes sometimes?
Oh god, let's not talk. If we want to talk about bugs and stuff in this game,
let's go on to the topic.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about who would be the best leader, who's now the best Separatist, who's now the best overall, and who's the best at what place. So we can all say General Grievous will be the best at the Separatist droids, right?
Yes, for Separatist droids, hands down, Grievous is fantastic. He is hands down, especially once you get into Gear 13, he is a monster, literally a monster.
Yeah, I think it was mostly thanks to Arnold that a lot of people got into Gear 13 so fast.
Yeah, I mean, the reworks, the recent reworks, because he's had a couple of reworks the past couple of months, but the new rework to him and Magna Guard were really important, and the stealth mechanic where you can't just attack Grievous right off the bat is really, really key. But yeah, I think overall just damage, the most bang for your buck you're going to get with Grievous. So yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and I mostly like the part about the max health, because health mods are one of the easiest mods to get in the game.
Yep.
And I can say about that, you can say that health mods are easy to get, so you can get his max health higher, and every one of his abilities requires max health.
Yes, absolutely. And the only thing I didn't do on mine for health was the triangle. I went crit damage, but I had a crit damage triangle that was health, but the stat was crit damage, and then I had 2 secondary health stats on it, so it was pretty nice that I could go with that one.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you want a good Separatist team, I think if people didn't get Batman last time around and have a Gear 13 Grievous team now, they can just use Grievous AoE and bomb they won the event. Yeah,
the droids, the people that, the wells that I know that got Padme 7 stars, the real key was not Grievous, he was important, but the key droid was Droideka. But just roll him up where they just couldn't, he doesn't take any damage, and then
And also,
Making them-
before Carrie got fired or left anyways, she said the event is easier with the droids, but it's possible without.
Yes. So the droids will be very, 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 very good against the Padme event. So yeah, I think the reworks that they did for the droids is really good.
Yeah,
No.
what do you think, by the way? Would they get a 5-star Padme with the Separatists?
What, 5-star Padme?
At least, yeah, I don't even ever unlock yet.
Yeah, you've got enough characters there to get 5-star Padme. That's not the problem. It's
I
the
mean,
six.
do you think I will beat tier 5 with it?
Looking at your roster at this moment, Grievous, Dooku, B2, Asajj. If you can get your new Gunray geared, and he's not bad either. That team will easily take out Padme.
Me and Doc predicted about the Newt Gunray rework. We were sure if you're going to use him now in the Padme event, it will make it a lot easier.
Oh, way easier. The extortion and the things they did with Newt, with the revive mechanic and everything else that's with him, he's ridiculous. I actually, on my Grievous team, use Newt Gunray instead of Magna Guard. I just find it is just more of a nightmare to deal with Newt on the team, throwing out extortions, things that he does. With General Grievous, B2, B1, and Droideka is the other 4.
Yeah, but do you think with these 5 you fit the beginning here, do you think I will be...
Oh yeah, you'll get a 5-star unlock. Now 6-star,
No,
7-star, that's a little, you're gonna have to get them characters up a little there.
It's with every event. It's with every event. 5-star and a tier 5, tier 6, and tier 7 are way different than 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, 6 and 7 are ridiculous.
All right.
They add the
Shall we just go in the faction spotlight instead of talking about the other?
I know you brought it up. I'm just answering your question there, buddy. So
Right.
the other part of the Separatists is the new Geonosian faction, and let me tell you something. Geonosians are legit. Geonosian Brute Alpha and the Geonosians are legit. Again, you can counter them easily. A couple teams counter Geonosians. One is a couple things that people have been using in GAC for the Geonosians is Trail Lead with Thion. Yes. The other one is Jawas. Jawas Gear 11, as long as they have high protection and health, will kill the Geos.
Oh man.
It works, man. They just blow themselves to smithereens. The other team, I mean, Darth Revan will crush it, Jedi Revan will crush it, but the other team people don't know about that I've been using is JTR team or Resistance team with Holdo. Holdo's the key to that team because of her AoE days, and then you've got Foresight going everywhere, so when the Geos are going, yeah, you're going to be able to control that team. I actually fought a Geo team where they only had one character go once.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only damage I took. So,
yeah.
But besides that,
about it, I once at the Grand Arena. I forgot to record it. I just for fun because it's our Arnold video. I went up Jawas against Geonosians. The Geonosians were all gear 1. I think he didn't put effort in them.
oh, for goodness sakes!
But I had my highest Jawa is gear 7. It was easily to beat them though.
But the Geonosians they're good defensive team. If you don't run the right team, they will wreck you because they just go and you will get crushed. And the other thing is they're really fantastic on offense. You can beat a lot
they
of
are
teams
of
like
course needed in the new territory battles. You should not forget that.
Yeah, you got to have them. And the first Zeta you want to think about when you're talking about the Geonosians is the Geonosian Brute Alpha's unique or his special. I can't remember what it is, but it's where you summon the Brute. And then you want to mod. Yeah, you want to mod both. You want to mod your Brute Alpha with with lots of health protection because your Brute will get the stats from your Brute Alpha.
There's just one thing I don't understand. If you unlock this thing, will it summon the Brute or do you need this unique?
You need the unique. Look at the very last one.
Oh yeah, you need to hate on him.
Yeah.
But that is actually pretty weird. Different part ability for the Brute, which shows his kit, and another one with another unique ability too for it.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Let me tell you, that team is something else. Even at my Gear 11 yesterday's episode GOTV, and I didn't get 4 for 4 in that battle, but the difference between the difference between having Brute Alpha and Brute on that team and not having it is like night and day. It really, you notice the difference because they just go. and go and go and keep swarming. And they just
Who do you
don't
actually
stop.
think is the best Separatist droid except for General Grievous?
I would go with. I'd say the most important one is B2. I mean, B1 hills and stuff, but what B2 does, especially once you get his Zeta,
Say that's pretty good.
yeah, his Zeta is phenomenally good, and he is the key piece that will keep the droids pretty much up and running and going. Because B1's there to heal and do damage and keep droids alive. Droidic is pretty solid, but I think B2 is the most important droid besides Grievous. I mean, B2's abilities are ridiculous. I mean, that's why, if you go in there with the Jedi Knight Revan team against you, you better take out B2, because if you don't, he'll keep taking away your buffs, debuffing you with buff immunity, which is really bad. So he's one of those
I
characters.
remember a video I once saw that a counter against Jedi Knight Revan when GKR was the meta. It was Treya with B2 in Tron slot.
Yes, absolutely. B2's, and with the reworks again, Grievous with B2 is a phenomenal team.
Yeah, and B2 is just like a few others, for example Tron. He is a good plug and play character.
Absolutely, you can put him on a lot of teams, and
Like
just his unique ability.
Droid faction.
Oh, sure, absolutely, you could.
You can put him in under some other droids lead. What was the other one I was thinking of?
You could go HK47 with a team like that. Droid team.
IG-88 team I heard of.
Yeah, there's an IG-88 team. So there's a lot of different comps you can use that you can do some good stuff with. But B2 is one of those droids. Whether on the Separatists or on a droid team, it doesn't really matter. He's just that damn good.
Yeah, BB-8 also has some droid synergy.
Yeah. I've seen that on there too.
I can't say anything negative about the Separatists except for one character. That's a Geo soldier. Sorry to say that.
Well, now here's the deal with the reworks and the additions they've had. Geo Soldier's pretty badass now. So is Spy. Now Spy's bugged, unfortunately, at the moment. No pun intended. Because he's getting a buff from his stealth, which is making him hit harder. But Geo Soldier under Geo Brute Alpha does a lot of stuff. He hits hard, and then that call and assist is really nasty with all the bugs flying in. So he's one of those characters, like when you think outside of the Geos, he's not that. There's nothing daunting about what he does. Right?
He's not really good for a Geo. He's decent.
Just the Geonosians is where Geonosian Soldier stands out, because Poggle the same thing. Poggle himself is bleh. But when you put him on there with the entire Geo team, once you get them geared and you see what they're doing, Poggle hits pretty damn hard too. So they've taken on this new life with all the reworks and the introduction of Geonosian Brute Alpha that, if you went Geonosians first before you went the droids, I wouldn't blame you one bit, because they're that damn good that you can leave them on defense, or if you want to see them for offense for like a nice sister team that just decimates them and other teams, I would be like, yeah, good call.
Yeah, let's check what Tambor 2, because how do we think he will get an influence on the game? I think he will get a good one. No one has unlocked him yet, I think. But
no, not that I'm aware of.
No, I remember the 7-star negotiator thing. Damn.
I'm still working on that damn ship.
Do you know the stuff where someone got from the support got an?
Oh yeah, that's right. What's her name? Did she did get the ship unlocked, but through normal means, no one's unlocked him. I don't know how Wild's going to play into this. He's really good. I like his kit. We haven't really had a chance to play around with him. I mean, on paper, you see some stuff that he does. You're like, that's pretty cool. I could see him working there and doing all this other stuff.
He has some really good stuff. If you look at it, I think if people unlocked him, I think he will wipe out some of the Separatist droids in a Separatist team. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, his kit looks solid, but again, until we get him into the game and really
we cannot rate yet until we see them.
Need to play around with them a little bit before we.
I wish those test accounts for Game Changer were still a thing. Then they might have tested it.
I know.
Yeah, but anyways, it keeps the hype for getting him and makes people want to try harder on the event.
Absolutely.
on the guild on the territory battle.
But you got to get your Geonotions and your Separatists up so you can get into the GOTB and be successful. And GOTB is not a joke. You better come in correct or you're going to get your butt handed to you.
Yeah, they called it endgame content with a reason, eh?
And it's definitely in-game content. I'll put you that way. My guild's doing it. We just got 28 stars last time. We're shooting for 29 this round. But it is crazy how difficult that gets. And it progressively
Hard
gets
question
harder.
I have. What do you think is the worst Separatist overall?
Worst Separatist character?
Overall
Poggle the Lesser.
Yeah.
I think his kid still sucks. He's pretty decent under Geos, but I mean, he's a character from when the game first started. They haven't really done much with him. They've added some stuff with the hive minds, but still underwhelming. He's really good under the Brood Alpha. It can do some damage, but I mean that's it. He has no really
Doesn't
function.
do a lot of damage to.
And if you didn't have Poggle in there because you're running Brood Alpha, let's say you put new gunnery in there for him, great upgrade. There's nothing wrong with that. So I mean that's how, in my opinion, I think his
I really got to work on my Separatists, but I have a lot of other things to focus on right now.
Well, you got to take it one at a time. These are end game, and you're going for Padme kind of characters, right?
Yeah, I understand why they made the GOTB so hard, because Separatist is one of the first faction in the game. It actually was, I think, it was the faction that was created when the game came out. I understand because people had more than enough time to gear and start up their Separatists. So if only the guilds who really were begun the game when it came out, those have members who focus on Separatists and are pretty good for the event, for the territory battle already.
Yeah, but even then, a lot of us had Separatists like 10 or 11 and forgot about them, right? We just, certain characters. Some of the Geos we had, like
came out.
Spy, Sunfax, Soldier, people worked on for the ships. B2 was kind of decent. New gunnery for the longest time until recently, until his rework was done with garbage. Asajj was really good because you used her for the Night Sisters, but it was for Separatists, so she was geared. Dooku for a while was
who I only used him under a Palpatine lead purely because he did some debuffs and got health.
Yeah. So for a long time, the Separatist faction, even Grievous, sucked. I mean, they just weren't touched. You didn't do anything with them. A few characters here and there were worked on for other things. It wasn't until months back where they started reworking them. We started seeing the reworks and seeing how good these characters are that people were like, oh, pretty damn good. And then the GOTV came out and everyone was like, we need these characters. 13, Jesus.
That scream was just wow.
Yeah, I can do all kinds of. Don't make me scream for real. You wouldn't like it. That's the Separatist.
With the Separatist reworks, they got a lot more love, and I get it because most of the Separatists, they are needed now. People are focusing on them for both the territory battle and for the Padme event.
Yep, and they're great for GAC. They really are.
I get the idea where I have a feeling some of the Separatists or either of the Clone Wars content. A hero's journey is coming, like maybe an Ahsoka Tano hero's journey where you gotta save Mandalore and this end battle gotta face Darth Maul.
Makes sense. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that they can go. We just had the road ahead, so we will see what transpires.
Slow rework was pretty much confirmed.
Yeah, we know that's coming. New characters, so we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I still wonder one thing with that road ahead. They said you can get different accessoires and get different stuff on some characters. Like I was thinking in a way, probably totally the wrong way. Like you can turn that yellow on Magna Guard.
Do what now?
Like that you can turn the electric around the stuff with Magna Guard, that you can turn it yellow instead of purple.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe that's something what they meant, like Vader's lightsaber and helmet and such. Maybe it's something that you can give them different things, like maybe you can give Grievous a red lightsaber.
That would be kind of cool, actually. Give young Anakin a red lightsaber, so he's truly a Sith.
Yeah,
before he turns
or let's say
to the hot magma.
Or let's say B2 with what do we say, a blast? Just a normal blaster.
How uncivilized.
Or let's Newt Gunray with a Stormtrooper blaster.
Oh, good lord.
Then.
God.
I'm imagining it now. It doesn't suit him.
No.
No, but I think we have pretty much did the stuff about the Separatists, mostly the droids, and yeah. I'm pretty pumped about the faction and can't wait to unlock Wet Temper actually, because I want to see how he has an influence on the game.
Yes, and they did a great job with this kit. We'll see how much of an impact it has once we start seeing him running around and doing what he does. So we'll see. But that's the Separatists for now.
Yeah, well, I'm done. Do you have any last words?
No, just check out my channel, SWGoH, on YouTube.
I'll put the link down below.
Yeah, put the link down below, and then just come check out our stuff. We got all kinds of fun stuff. That's it.
Yeah, well, I'm Marco, and don't forget.
Let the Wookiee win.
I believe I'm self-made, yeah.